Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to the next episode of A Gentleman's Guide for Dummies. I'm your co-host, Aaron, and I'm here with my other co-host, my second in command, my Chewbacca to my Han Solo. Ante, how you doing?
Good morning, everyone. How's everybody doing today? Bro, how you doing?
Doing well, brother. How
good?
are you?
Good as always. Nothing new, but
That's great.
Yeah.
Today, what we're going to do, guys, we're going to jump right into the topic. What we're going to talk about, pet peeves. Ante, I know you have a lot on this.
ooh, I have so many.
What do you feel about pet peeves? How does it affect your life, and how does it irritate you?
I've realized that a lot of my pet peeves I have in mind right now have a lot to do with like family members.
Oh, okay.
My sister's gonna shit on me, but
Oh, me too. Believe me, I have a lot.
yeah, one pet peeve of mine that I can't stand has to do with my sister. She is just a ball of nerves. Like, she's just a nervous wreck. This woman literally is so paranoid sometimes that it irritates him to the very core. Let me explain to you why. She's scared of everything. Like,
Okay.
not to that extent, but let me give you an example. We were in Central Park one day. It was me, her, and my two cousins. A nice little spring day. We were walking around, enjoying ourselves. We get to a boulder, right? You know those boulders that are next to, like, the trail, but that, like, obviously cut off at the end? Like, you know, there's, like, a little hill.
Yeah, okay.
So I was just, I wasn't doing anything specific, just exploring. So I get on top of the boulder. Aaron, when I tell you that this rock was literally not even 2 feet off the ground.
Okay.
Okay? As soon as she saw me step on it, she freaked out. Like, when I talk about freak out, I'm not talking about like, okay, Ante, get off of there. She was like in full panic mode.
Oh,
Okay.
Really?
And I understand to like a certain extent, if I was standing near the edge, I'd completely understand her. I was nowhere near the edge. Okay, it was a big rock formation. I was literally near the I literally just got off of the trail. She starts to flip off. Okay? Now, mind you, I'm like 21 years old at this time. I'm a grown fucking man.
Okay.
And she's worried that I'm going to fall off a rock in Central Park.
Okay.
And she doesn't let it go. I'm like, yo, sis, relax. Not that big of a deal. She can't handle that.
Really?
She can't. She just keeps going. If she's nervous about something and she sees that you're not nervous, she's going to make an effort.
Nervous?
She gets more nervous, but she makes an effort to make you nervous and to second guess yourself.
Okay.
Now, this is what this puts the icing on the cake. As I'm getting off, because she's making a big deal out of this, I look to my left. This is not an exaggeration. This is a true story. There was a child probably 6, 7 years old, the oldest, hanging off of the edge of the rock.
Oh my God.
Like, having fun. Like, she's just like, kids fucking huge imagination. This child's mother is standing like 2 feet away, not even paying attention. She's looking at her phone. And that set me off. I was like, this child is hanging off the edge.
Yeah.
And her mother is completely fine with it. My sister almost had a nervous breakdown because I took a step on a rock that was 2 feet off the ground. And this is an example of how my sister is. Huge pet peeve. She's like this with everything.
Really?
It gets under my skin. I want to hit her with like a bat.
I'm pretty sure that'll give her more.
Sis, I love you. I love you, but just, oh God.
Oh, you think that's bad? Try living with my brother. Okay? He's probably gonna listen.
He's like, fuck you, Aaron.
Dick. He is the fucking worst. And what do I mean by this?
Yeah.
He's one of those people that if he puts something down, so if he
Yeah.
puts his phone down,
Okay.
he needs to fucking put it in a position that in his mind, it's perfect.
So it's like OCD, basically.
OCD, kind of.
Yeah.
Kind of like OCD. But he does this with everything.
Oh,
and it's
God.
so annoying. And there's times where, like, we'll be like, all right, I'll get out of his, like, we're going to go, like, all right, we're going out. Let's go out. Okay, so we're going out. He goes, he'll grab his shoes, he'll put his shoes on, and then, like, he'll put something down, right? So I'm walking down the stairs.
Yeah.
I live in a two family. So
Yeah.
I'm walking down the stairs, and all of a sudden, I see him on the top of the fucking stairs fixing whatever it was. And I'm like, would you come on? Let's go. Like, why is this taking you so goddamn long? And he just laughs about this. Like, it's a normal thing. I'm talking about this man has had things like this for and it just pisses me off.
Yeah.
And there's times where like when I live with him, like it would be like I used to sleep in the living room, right,
Okay.
in my grandmother's house.
Yeah.
I used to sleep in the living room upstairs in my apartment because he had his bedroom, my sister had one.
Okay.
I was in his bedroom, but then like he took my bed because he threw up on his.
Oh, God.
So one of those drunken nights. But So like I used to sleep in the living room.
Yeah.
And what he used to do is before he would go to bed, he used to turn all the knobs on the stove to make sure they're off.
Oh, I do that.
Do you really?
I'm not
You're
lying.
One of those fucking
I'm one of those people. No, I get that from my father. You have to check. You never know. Fucking gas goes off. You fucking die in your sleep. You can't play that shit. No, here, I agree with him.
No, let me...
Fuck your pet peeve, okay? He's smart. Every night I go check. I turn the knobs to make sure they're completely off.
I honestly think that he stopped this now, but
yeah.
he used to do that, and then all of a sudden he would turn the fucking doorknob 16 times. You would hear
okay,
like it was locked,
yeah.
and you would hear those noises. And I'm just in the living room like, what the fuck is going on? I would see his shadow in like the doorway.
Yeah.
I'm like, Matt, what are you doing? And he's like, nothing, go to bed. And he just leave. It used to piss me off so bad.
Yeah.
Just him doing, and then like the worst was like, again, I don't know what it was. He stopped. Thank God.
Yeah.
Matt, congrats. I don't know how you stopped, but you stopped.
Yeah.
What he used to do, he used to hate it. He used to like read.
Okay.
Right? He would read whatever. He would read a book, whatever it is. And if there was a word that he needed to pronounce right, he would go, so he would read. He'd be like, so for the next day. And he would say it loud.
Like he would get mad at it. Today.
Yeah. He would need to pronounce the word perfectly.
Yeah.
And I'm like, Jesus Christ. Like, I would walk by his room and it sounded like an internal struggle with himself. Like he's yelling at himself. That's what it sounded like.
Oh my God.
Thank God he like got so much better. He doesn't do like he still does the fucking thing where he would need to fix whatever that was.
OCD is a tough thing to get over though.
It is, because I'll be honest, I had it too.
Every person has at least one little nick that's weird about them. I still have like a problem where sometimes like it's mostly when I'm nervous, but not even when I'm nervous. I'm like when I'm overthinking or I'm just relaxing. I play with my fingers too much. I start doing weird. Yeah, I know that sounds
Really?
retarded. Yeah, my sister's like, "What the hell's wrong with you?
I'm just fingering myself.
You look
It's cool.
stupid." I'm like, "Oh, thanks. Make me feel even better about my problems, you douchebag."
Don't feel so bad because I have another thing too that I like. If I hit like I don't do it anymore because I train myself not to.
Yeah.
But sometimes it still slips. I'll like flick the table.
Okay.
And I'll have to flick it with the other finger.
Just to feel like how it evens out.
Just evens.
Yeah, I do that
So
sometimes.
I challenge myself. It's like, it's I'm like, you will not hit it with your other finger.
You start doing that for hours. You're just like,
And then all of a sudden I sit on my hand to make it seem like I don't have to touch it with the other hand. I'm like the hand that I didn't hit it with.
I give you respect. At least you're trying to discipline yourself.
Oh
you know?
my God. There's times where I'll let it go, but there's times one time it was so bad. I used to do it so much.
Yeah.
And then I was like, I don't know why I like if I would kick something with one foot, I would have to kick it with the other.
Oh my God.
It was terrible.
No,
So
no.
I get Matt's pain. I see where he's
Yeah.
coming from. Like, thank God he stopped, but it just used to piss me off so much.
I get it. Like I'm telling you, I get your pet peeve, but with the
It comes from my mom. We get it.
With you from mom?
We get that from my mom. Yeah.
speaking about mom, pet peeve with my mother.
Oh, give me one. 'cause
This
I got
is a pet
few.
peeve with my mother. Let me give you another scenario to explain in detail of what my mother does that irritates the shit out of me.
Okay.
We're in Croatia. We went to Croatia this summer for a vacation, and it's 3:00 in the morning, and only me and my mom are awake. She was watching a movie, and I was just sitting down scrolling through my phone. Everyone's asleep. It's raining outside, by the way.
Okay.
So it's raining, it's windy, and at one moment she gets up and she starts to look around, and she goes near the windows. And at this point, I didn't catch on at first, but then I turn around, I'm like, Mom, what are you doing? Yeah. She goes, I hear a noise outside. I think someone's trying to break into our car. So I go,
what the hell?
Okay. As a guy, I'm telling my mom, okay, sit there, make sure all the windows, doors are locked. We'll try to find a way to make sure, go about it a smart way. My mother doesn't want to go about it a smart way. My mom's idea, if she hears something outside, just to go out and check it.
So she's just like, she's
It's
gone
3:00 in the morning. This woman is 5'2". She's like a tiny little woman, and she thinks it's a smart idea to hear a noise outside, okay, and just walk out, just head first, just walk out blindly into the night. And let me remind you, this is Croatia. This is not New York City where there's lights on 24/7.
It's pretty dead.
Where my house is, it's just when it's nighttime, it's fucking dark.
Yeah. Yeah.
And we turn off all the lights in the porch, so it's pitch black.
Okay, so it's...
And I'm like, Ma, that's not... She starts running towards the door like she's going to open it. And I go, what the fuck are you doing? Get back in here. God forbid it was somebody.
Yeah.
She's just going to walk out and she thinks she's going to face them by themselves. And she's just going to deal with the problem without hesitation. And I'm like, Mom, you can't do that. You have to go about it a smart way.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, there could be a person literally waiting outside.
Especially your mom.
Just so you open the door. Is someone there? Boom. Baseball bat to the head. And she
God
does it
forbid.
all the
God
time. She
forbid.
doesn't hear. Like, so she'll hear like a noise outside.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
people arguing or something like that. I'm like, yo, Mom, mind your business. It's like, it doesn't concern us.
Yeah.
Why are they so loud? I need to go check. And so there are points where I'm like wrestling with my mom because she's walking towards the door and I'm like bear hugging her just so she doesn't have to like reach the doorknob.
Oh my God.
Jesus
No,
Christ.
I know-
Irritates me to my
So,
very
like, she
core.
doesn't even go out with like any weapon or nothing. She just-
Nothing. She thinks she's the weapon. She'll go out there. She'll intimidate whoever is trying to
clothesline
attack.
them,
Yeah,
like-
just like get the hell out of here. That's my car. That's like, I'm like, Ma, what the hell are you doing?
doesn't work that way.
She would be if she was in the military. She would be horrible.
Oh, she would. She would go like head first. Like my
Head
mom too.
first.
My mom does that all the. You want to hear?
No military precision whatsoever.
She'll be like aiming and shit. She'll be like, you know what? Fuck this. I'm gonna go in with a knife. Like, just straight.
Oh my God. No strategy whatsoever. Oh, Jesus.
You want to hear a pet peeve from my mom?
Yeah.
This happens every now and then, and I
Okay.
tell you, we get our pet peeves from my mother.
Yeah.
Because my dad doesn't really have many. My mom, though, on the other hand, I don't know why this happens. Every few months,
Yeah.
this shit happens, and it pisses me off so bad that I literally start and it's nighttime, and I shouldn't be screaming.
Yeah.
So, my mom has this thing. I don't know what it is. I love you, Mom, but she has this thing where, like, she'll be watching TV,
Okay.
and it'll be fucking. It sounds like World War II because it's so loud.
Yeah.
Once she leaves the living room, lower it because it's too loud.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, okay, so I can't watch my show loud, but you can.
Oh yeah. Yeah. My mother's the same way.
Now listen to this though. This happens all the goddamn time. I'm telling you, like a few months, every few months,
Yeah.
this thing happens, and I just it bothers me so much. So I'll be in the living room watching TV,
Yeah.
and the TV's not even loud. Okay, it's like, no, actually, I'm sorry. Let me rephrase this.
Yeah.
It'll be loud, and she'll be like, she'll be ready to go to bed. She'll be going into the bathroom.
Mm-hmm.
She'll be like, Aaron, can you lower it? Fine, Ma, I'll lower it. Now this happens every fucking night. Okay? She'd be
Okay.
like, can you lower it? Like clockwork. As soon as she goes to bed, can you lower it?
Yeah.
Sorry, oh God, I burped up something. Can you lower it?
Yeah.
And I'll be like, no problem. So I lower it. So now I want to test this because I was getting pissed at this point.
Okay.
Okay, I'm watching the show and I'm getting pissed off. So I'm like, all right. So I put the volume to like fucking 14.
All right.
Okay? She comes out of her room.
Oh my.
Aaron, can you lower it? Ma, it's on 14. No goddamn way that you heard this. I was like, you have something in your head
Okay.
that's making you say this shit every night.
I want to ask you something though. Does she come out aggressively or does she just go, Aaron, can you please lower it? Like just in a timid way.
No, she's like, Aaron, can you lower it? Just
My
straight
mom
up, like-
comes out ready to fight me. If she's sleeping and the thing is on a little too loud, my mom has like very sensitive ears.
Yeah, so does my mom, apparently.
She can hear a mouse like running across in her sleep. She'll hear like in a different room like something's happening. She gets out of bed and she just walks with so much purpose. She starts banging. I'm like, oh, here she goes. She just has this look in her eyes like she wants to bite me. It's like, what the hell's the matter with you? We're sleeping. Don't you know we're sleeping? Lower the TV. I'm like, Mom, it's on 8. How do you hear this?
What is it? What is it?
I don't know. I
Oh.
don't know what it is. I think
It happens with my
it's a
mom.
mother thing. Because my dad sometimes will complain, but it's like
Yeah, my dad
9 out of
sometimes.
10 times he'll
Same.
be like, good. He does nothing bothers him.
No, same. My dad
With
too.
her, it hurts like 8 out of 10 times. She's mad.
Or she'll get my dad to tell me. So she'll be like, and then my dad, he'll say it in a nice way. He'll
Yeah.
be like, do you mind just lowering it a little?
Yeah.
Like, whatever. And obviously, he can tell me that's his house, but I'm like, yeah, no problem. So I lower it. But then, there's times where, like, it'll be on 13, and my dad will come out to tell me that. Like, can you lower it? I'm like, let me guess. Fucking mom told you to tell me? And he goes, yeah. I'm like, I don't know what it is. Every few months this happens. She'll come in to the room,
Yeah.
and she'll be like, I don't know. And it'll last for, like, a week, 2 weeks.
Yeah.
She'll be doing this shit. It pisses me off to the core, Ante. It's
I
not
know.
even loud. I'm just trying to watch my
I know.
goddamn show. I'm
That's
trying to
the-
watch Impractical Jokers, and just this is happening.
That's the same thing that goes through my mind every single time. I'm like, Ma, it's literally not that big of a deal. I can barely hear it. Now you want me to lower it even more?
Yeah.
And then you start getting into like a mini argument with them. It's like, just go to bed.
Just go, yeah,
Just go to
sleep.
bed.
That's what I tell my mom.
Jesus
Sometimes. I'm like,
Christ.
you know what? Go to the bathroom
Yeah.
and go to bed because I can't take it anymore.
Oh my God. But,
Oh God.
speaking about dads, one thing that annoys me about my father It's such a simple thing. Has not that much detail to it, but it gets on my fucking nerves.
Let me.
I'll be sitting down in the living room or in the kitchen, wherever. If I'm alone in the room, if not, I can be in the room with my sister, with my mom, whatever. He'll be in his room, right? And he'll be in there for freaking hours. He gets out, and he does his thing where he walks here in the hallway, and he stands underneath the archway of the living room, and he just sits there and just stares at us. But not with like a happiness, like, you know, like, oh, look at my family. Kind of just like, what the fuck are you guys doing? Just with such utter disgust. And I don't want to look at him. I can sense him from the corner of my eye. And my blood starts to boil. I'm just like, please, for the love of God, just leave. What am I possibly doing right now that is getting under your nerves right now?
I would.
It's just nothing. He walks in, he just stands there, and he just stares at me. Until I turn around and I go, what? He's like, what are you doing? I'm like, no, I'm watching TV. And then he pauses because he knows there's no reason to do what he's doing. Okay. He's just in a bad mood, and he just goes, he just turns around and just walks away. I'm like, what was the point of that? Can you please explain to me? Because I don't understand what goes on to the man's head. Or when I'm sleeping, I'll be taking a nap and he'll walk inside the room. He'll open the door and he'll just look at us. He'll just look at me like, and he just walks out. I'm like, Dad, why are you being a creep? I'm taking a nap. What do you think I'm doing in here? Like, when he gets into his moods, he just does weird stuff.
Yeah, no.
When he's in a good mood, he's not bothering anybody.
He's having a good
He's
time.
doing his own thing. When he's angry or he's just pissed off, he's just drinking. Yeah, he's drinking his rakia. He's enjoying himself. I'm just like, for the love of God.
Oh, the biggest pet peeve of mine for my dad. I love my dad to death. I don't have anything to complain about it, but the one thing, I don't even know if this is a pet peeve or not, but he's never fucking wrong, or so he claims that he's never wrong.
Oh, my father, same way.
Oh my God.
Carbon copies.
Oh, he will go at you. Like, you'll tell him, no, Dad, it's this. He will fucking debate. Like, he should be in Congress because this man debates so well. And then, once you prove him wrong, he'll be like, oh, yeah, I said that. And tries to turn it into a joke. It makes my blood... my blood pressure goes so high.
I give your father respect for at least turning it into a joke. My dad, if I ever try to prove him wrong...
Oh.
He threatens to beat the shit out of me. Like, we'll go at it for some reason, and I'm like, Dad, blah blah blah. You know, like it is what it is. What he starts to do is he starts to say my name over and over again as I'm proving him wrong, because he wants me to shut up. He knows I'm right, but he's too proud to admit it. So he just goes, Ante, I'm gonna hit you, Ante. I'm like, Dad, no, but Ante, and he just does it the entire time until I shut up. Because there's no winning. There's no winning with our fathers. Our fathers are experts at arguments.
At everything. They're
discussions.
They might as well become doctors because they know how to fucking self-medicate
lawyers,
themselves.
Whatever.
Lawyers. Yeah. I would love to have him on a debate team and see. I guarantee you, my father would win every goddamn time. He'd be like, I'm never wrong. Like, that's his. And he's just like my fucking godfather, my grandfather.
Yeah.
My grandfather, from what he told me, he was never, and I mean, I've experienced it too. He is never wrong. That man never slept too.
I'm telling you.
Like, mind you saw him sleeping, like my grandfather. Yeah. And then they'd be like, we used to call him Nandu. So we like my grandpa.
Yeah.
Like they'd be like, or my mom or my dad would be like, Pa, you were sleeping. And then my grandfather was like, no, I wasn't. I was just resting my eyes. Or no, I was watching the movie. What are you talking about? God, it is the most aggravating thing.
There you go. Though. Pride. Huge pet peeve.
Jesus, that was like the worst.
Huge pet peeve. They're just so prideful.
Oh, yeah. No, it is.
But it's to the point where it's kind of like, okay, take it easy. It doesn't have to be that serious. Yeah, it doesn't have to be serious. Like, relax, calm down.
Jesus.
Your manlyhood is not being attacked right now.
Exactly.
Manliness, whatever. I said manly. I was thinking about penis. Lord, forgive me.
Your manhood.
Your manhood.
That doesn't need to be attacked either, but...
Jesus Christ.
Oh, God. Honestly, I'm trying to think of, does my sister do anything that irritates me?
I already told you my sister irritates me every single day.
I'm trying to think. I don't know. For the most part, not really. I mean,
Sarah looks very calm.
She's very, yeah.
You clearly know her better than I do, but
Yeah.
she clearly looks like nothing really gets to her as much. My sister on the other hand,
She used to get into bitchy moods when she was younger. Like when we were younger.
Well,
like
everybody's like that.
When I was little, she used to
Yeah.
get into these bitchy moods. Like not always, very rare. They were very not often.
Yeah.
But she would get to these like bitchy. I guess the only pet peeve is like when she was younger, she used to be pretty destructive with her hands. Like she would touch something, the fucking thing would explode. Like literally, no. One time, apparently, Matt was telling me that like he had this like they were young. They were like Matt was probably what 12, 13. Sarah was they're 4. How old are they? They're 3 years apart because Matt was 84, she was 87.
Okay.
So 13, she was like 10.
Mm-hmm.
Matt had this toy that apparently like you would click it, its hat would turn.
Okay.
So it was in our old house. So our old house was haunted.
Yeah.
By the way. She clicked the hat and the fucking toy exploded.
Oh my
Like,
God.
it exploded into a million pieces.
Just by touching the hat.
Just by touching the hat. And she still to this day goes, that was the ghost. He was tired of you playing with that shit. So he made it explode. That like that's the only thing. Like Sarah was like pretty destructive.
Yeah.
She got that from my dad. My dad, like as much as he doesn't like to admit it, he does destroy shit at times. My mom though, she's worse than my dad, I think, like in terms of destruction. like when
just a very destructive family.
From what I heard, Matt's the only. I think this was also had to do with his pet peeve.
This comes with his OCD. He makes sure he doesn't break anything.
Dude, his shit is fucking immaculate.
There you go.
Matt's shit is immaculate.
He's learned from all of your mistakes.
Hey, I'm not bad. I don't destroy my shit. Not as much.
I meant in general.
No, listen. He's like my cousin. Like my little cousin Neil Jr.
Okay.
Well, that's his godfather. Matt's his godfather.
Okay.
He fucking everything that Neil Jr. has is immaculate condition, beautiful. Everything's in boxes.
God bless.
Nicholas, on the other hand,
Completely
he's
opposite.
fucking destructive. Like that kid, I think he's gotten better. Like over time, I don't
Yeah.
think he destroys as much shit.
Yeah.
But Neil, like everything. Like I was talking about, he would buy a toy, would fucking open it from the box perfectly. Nicholas would just rip the shit apart.
Oh my God.
You know, and I think that's where it came in from. Like with Sarah, like she was never nothing. I don't know. Sarah doesn't. Sarah, doesn't really have many pet peeves that like piss me off. Yeah, they get under my skin. I these that I don't know. I mean, they could probably write a book over shit that I do. I don't really do much. At least I don't think I do.
Yeah,
but
that's what I'm saying. It always from your own point of view, you don't see your own mistakes.
True, but
it's
then
until
again,
someone else points it out. Then
my obsessive compulsive disorder, I do have that a lot. The OCD when I
Yeah.
did that, I did try to control that. But yeah, Sarah, not much. I gotta give it, Sarah, if you're listening, you
God
were
her.
one of the only people that didn't aggravate me as much.
There you go.
Me and Matt all the time we would fight. Like Jesus Christ, I don't know what it was. It was just like that. That'll be a topic for another day. We'll talk about like siblings, growing up with siblings.
Ooh.
Yeah, we'll do that.
That's a huge-
If you guys want to hear this, we'll definitely talk about that.
Fucking Royal Rumble in my house with my sister when the parents are at home.
Oh,
my God.
forget it. Oh yeah. Oh,
Like
that
I'm
was
telling you,
bad.
we'll save that for a later date. But, Jesus Christ.
Oh my God.
What's another pet peeve that irritates the crap out of me?
Yeah, I'm trying to think.
To put the family aside for one moment.
Yeah, let's talk about friends.
One thing that irritates me with friends or people that you know, like acquaintances, one thing that annoys me is, now hear me out. Sometimes when you're on the street and you're maybe stuck in thought or you're not looking in a certain direction and you walk by somebody that you know, and you just don't say hi in the moment, it comes off wrong. That doesn't bother me. That doesn't bother me whatsoever. But what does get under my skin is that I've dealt with certain quote unquote friends that when we're together, we're having fun, we're having a good time. When I see them on the street and they're walking by me or they're in the vicinity, you can tell that they're making an effort
not to talk
not
to
to say hi.
I hate that
And I
shit
start to
so
go,
much.
but it irritates me. It's like, how stupid do you look? I don't have to sit here for hours and talk to you in the street. Hey, how you doing while I'm walking by?
Yeah, I know.
But when
what
I
you mean.
see people, they go out of their way to like look in different directions or put their head down or look at their phone. What the hell? I'm right next to you. Hey, what's up? Acknowledge me for just a second.
Yeah,
I
just be
say,
like, hey, how
like
are
I'm telling
you?
you? Like I'm telling you, if you don't know, I completely understand that. I don't hold it against anybody. But I've seen people who purposely make an effort. Like, you look like an idiot, man.
Yeah, no, I know what you mean. There are people like that. You know,
Yeah.
we know firsthand through
Huge
quote
pet-
unquote
yeah,
friends.
Huge pet peeve of mine.
Oh, that is something that
You know what makes it worse? Sorry to cut you off, but
No,
you know
no,
what
no,
makes
go
it
ahead.
worse? When you see that person, let's say you go out to a bar or something like that, they're the first ones to run up to you. Oh my God,
Yeah.
I haven't seen you in such a long time. Fuck you, bitch.
You know what it is? It's because it's like in that setting,
Yeah.
there's nowhere for them to get away. So it's kind of like
Yeah, but now
they're
you
gonna have
look-
to,
yeah.
especially if you're with somebody they want to talk to.
True.
You know what I mean? And then if they're
Well,
with
then why
somebody,
make such an effort to do the exact opposite now? You know, because now it's like you're giving me a reason to call you out on your bullshit.
True. I mean, you know what it is? It's like I think a lot of times is that like a lot of people they don't call other people out on their bullshit, and
Yeah.
I think that's the reason they get away with it.
True.
Unless you meet somebody brass who's gonna
Yeah.
be like, so how come you didn't fucking tell me hi last time? You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
true.
You don't see that much. You know what I mean? At least I don't think. Yeah,
Yeah.
that is a big pet peeve of mine too. I don't like that. Like if I know you, man, and we're friends, like quote unquote, we're supposed to be friends.
Yeah.
Say hello.
Like I'm telling you,
Don't
it doesn't
be-
have to be a conversation. If I see you on the street and I'm busy doing something, hey bro, what's up? I give you a handshake. See you later, kid, and I walk away. You get what I'm trying to say?
Exactly,
I'm not gonna sit there and be like, hey, how's the family? How's the job? What are your, what are you looking forward to this weekend?
I don't give a shit.
Save
yeah.
that for another time. But
Or another thing that pisses me off even more, you cannot say hi to me. I don't mind that. Whatever.
Yeah.
You don't want to say hi, don't say hi. I don't care.
Yeah.
But if it's like if it comes down like if a friend of mine is walking down the street and
Yeah.
you see my mom or my dad together, like and you don't tell them hi, and you know them, and you know them, you've actually met them
yeah,
many
say
times.
hi. Yeah, that's
Say
nice.
hello.
Common
Like,
courtesy.
I've seen your parents on the street and I've told them hello.
Of course, yeah.
I've seen them. I was like, hey, how you guys doing?
Yeah.
You know, it's courtesy. Common
Obviously, it's
courtesy.
common courtesy. You were raised right.
Yeah,
But,
you know, and you have people unless you have those really awkward fucking parents like that, like you tell them hi and they look like they're gonna like want to like they're gonna like shoot themselves because
Oh my
they
God.
were approached.
Yeah, I
I've
get it.
had friends who have parents like that. You
So
know,
yeah, you get
yeah.
that's it's understandable. So it's like, but
but it's like I know you. Like your
Yeah.
son or daughter is my friend. Why
I
is
don't
it
know,
awkward?
I guess it depending on how close you are to the person.
True.
It's
yeah.
I guess it's like different depending on the person. If like if they haven't talked to you enough and they see you on the street, maybe they'll make an effort to be like, I don't. It's just in the moment. Sometimes I understand, kind of like you don't know if you want to say hi to somebody you haven't seen them in a long time. I
True,
get
true.
that, but if we're friends and I know you, and you'd make the effort to look the other way, it's like you're a shady person. I'm gonna start to avoid you as well. You're gonna get
You're
a
gonna-
taste of your own medicine, basically.
And I think a lot of people can't handle that, which is why they do that shit where they come up to you in a bar and they're like, "Oh my god, I haven't seen you in forever." Like,
Yeah.
okay. So then why, you saw me in the street.
Yeah.
I don't know what the hell you're talking about. You haven't seen me in a long time.
Exactly. Speaking about, oh my God, side note though, this is a funny one. This Croatian guy that I used to know, like he's like friends with my dad. I don't know where he is. I haven't seen him in fucking years, but
He probably went back.
n-
Smart guy.
Considering that he's my father's friend, and I've seen him a few times with my father.
Okay.
I was raised right, so if I see you on the street, I'll be like, "Hey, how you doing?"
Yeah.
I'm not lying. I'm not over exaggerating when I tell you that I've seen this man walk through our neighborhood, or like he'll be like for example, if it's nice outside, he'll be sitting out having a cup of coffee somewhere.
Okay.
Every time I see him, I go, "Hey, how are you doing?" Loud and clear, looking at him, eye contact. This man, it doesn't skip a beat, doesn't say hi. He's either not looking at me or is he looking at me and he's acting like he's like, who the fuck is this person? But he knows me. And this is every single time. One time it was the most embarrassing moment. Remember when Boston Pizza used to be on the corner of Broadway and
Of course.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
where the Brazilian place is now.
there was a bunch of Croatian people. They used to have like during the summertime, they used to sit out front. Like they have like the little patio set, whatever it is, like the chairs.
Yeah.
There was a bunch of them. Bunch of Croatian people. And I the only one I noticed was him.
Okay.
So I'm being respectful and I'm courteous. I'm like, "Hey, how you doing?" Literally, out of 5 people, 4 of them saw me, acknowledged me. Guess who didn't even know I was there?
I'm assuming it's him.
Not him. And now I look like an idiot because I literally just said hi to what it looks like a bunch of people that I don't even know. So they're all looking at me like, do I fucking know you? I'm like, yeah, I don't know you. I know him.
Oh, so wait, they acknowledged you, but he didn't.
When I say acknowledge, I meant they looked my way.
Oh, okay,
I don't know these people. There was 4 of them sitting at the table.
You know him.
I know him, and out of they're the 4 of them turned around, looked my way. He's the only one that didn't say hi. Now I look like an idiot walking by.
Oh my god! No, I did. There's awkward. There really is awkward parents like that. You know what I hate? You know what's another big pet peeve of mine? Speaking of people, just straight people, when you're driving, and you let somebody go. Yeah. Okay. You let somebody go. Like you're on a stop sign. You let somebody like you let either a person or another driver go. Okay. And they don't fucking tell you thank you. That bothers me so much. And I'm the type of person, I will call you out. Yeah. So one time I let somebody cross the street. And it was like a guy and a girl. The guy looked like a douche. So I was like, okay. I was like, yeah, go ahead. You know, whatever. Yeah. He doesn't say thank you. So I rolled the car up a little bit past. It was a red light, but like it turned green, but I let him go. So now it's green. So I rolled the car up a little. I rolled down the window. I'm like, you're welcome, by the way. So then the guy goes, oh, he doesn't say anything. I just drive off. I cannot stand that.
At least nod your head.
Yes.
You don't have to be like, thank you. Nod your head, show the person, thank you for letting me go. That's what I do. I either, put my hand up or I go, thank you.
I'll take that too. Yeah. I don't mind.
I nod my head, I smile, thanks.
Oh, God. Another thing is too, when people don't hold the elevator, I fucking hate that so much.
I hate elevators. That's a pet peeve of mine.
Really? I love elevators.
I can't fucking stand elevators.
I used to try to get stuck in it so I don't have to go to work when I was in CVS. I'd rather not do work.
Jesus Christ.
It used to be like 3 of us. We used to jump in the elevator, but it was only like 1 floor. So
remember the time you and me and your father got stuck in the elevator?
Oh, God, that was terrible. Yeah, that was fucking terrible. And you know me, I'm claustrophobic, so I was freaking out.
I felt the panic rising, but then what made it worse is when I looked at you and I saw you get nervous. Your father was completely fine. The man's got nerves of steel. He was like, the door closes and we're not budging, and he goes, oh, the door's not open.
Oh, that's
I'm like, oh, are you kidding me? Like, I'm over here, my heart's fucking pounding out of my chest. I see you and you're pressing the buttons.
I'm claustrophobic.
And I see that you're panicking because you're pressing the buttons with such force and they're not turning on. I'm like, Aaron, for the love of God, please don't do this.
Don't do this right now.
And your dad's so calm. He's like, I wonder what's going on.
Oh my God.
I'm like, Jesus Christ.
I can't.
I'm slowly starting to get over it. I use the elevator in my apartment building now.
Do you?
I don't care. It's like if I get stuck, I get stuck. I don't care.
If it's a big elevator, I don't mind.
Small elevators, oh my God, I can't stand them. No, especially when you're with a lot of people. My sister's fiance used to live in a building that had
like a tiny elevator. I'm getting like claustrophobic just thinking about this shit.
Well, it closes and there's just a bunch of us sitting in there. I'm just like, if this stops, I will freak out. I will start swinging at everybody. Forgive me later on, but I will not hesitate
to like kick somebody.
Give me space. I will punch you in your face. I'd probably start taking my clothes off. Like, it's hot in here. Oh God!
Is it so hot in here?
It's so hot in here. Are you hot? Are you hot?
Oh God!
It's the dead of winter. It's fucking hot.
I would try to find a panel, even though there's some fucking elevators don't have a panel. They don't have.
That annoys me. If I get stuck, you're not giving me an option to fight for my life. I can't stand elevators like that.
Oh God! Yo, you know what's funny though? You had like, because back in the day you used to have like anxiety, right?
Yeah.
So your fight or flight instinct is always up. That means it was always like high, it was always on alert.
It just, and sometimes the thing that what I hate about anxiety is this. It used to be like, thank God I got over it. I work on it every single day, but back then, dude, little thing would trigger you. And sometimes nothing has to trigger you. Sometimes it could be completely fine, and that's when it's worse because you start to overanalyze things.
You would survive so well in the fucking Hunger Games because you'd always be on alert. Like somebody tries to come from behind you with a bow and arrow, and you probably fucking duck and then grab a rock and somehow make that into a weapon. Like your fight or flight would be great. Like I would want you on my team in Hunger Games.
Depending, because the whole idea
or Battle Royale, one of those.
The whole idea of fight or flight is that when a person is like on high alert, they either fight or they fly away. Like me,
So you
like,
better fucking fight.
You better either.
If we were in like a kill match type thing, like manslaughter.
I'm going down. I'm not going down without a fight.
Yeah, thank God. At least you got better. So at least now you're kind of more.
God bless.
God bless. Yes, God willing, knock on wood. At least I can count on you. Like if we were in like that situation, you wouldn't run away and leave me there to die.
Oh no, I would even no. You're my friend. I wouldn't even do that. Even if I would, my heart can be literally beating out of my chest like they do in the cartoons. You know when someone's nervous, do. I'm standing near you, brother.
I appreciate
Loyal
that,
like
brother.
a dog.
It's like that really is true shit right there. When you have a friend that's gonna stick by you, even though it looks like you're about to die.
I don't give a shit. We'll go out together. Fuck it.
Seriously, honestly, I would take a bullet. Why not?
No, fuck yeah, of course, man.
Oh God.
I like how we're getting sentimental now. I take
know.
a bullet for you,
Yeah,
bro.
for real, I know.
Someone points a gun at us. It was him. And he run away.
It'd be like, fuck this guy. I don't need to be around him.
Oh my God,
Lord.
But Jesus Christ, yeah.
Yeah, man, I'm telling you, there's a lot of people that just do that. And I guess like sometimes I feel like people that have pet peeves. I feel like to them it's just a norm. It's not like a, I don't think they know it irritates people.
Well, no, a pet peeve is something that irritates you.
It's
not something.
Well,
but
but I
like
mean,
we all have pet peeves, but it has nothing to do with what we're doing.
True.
A pet
true.
peeve is what. I like how I'm explaining pet peeves to you. I'm just like,
I mean, yeah, because there's some people that tell me that like, to them psychologically, I don't know why that didn't come out. Psychologically, they don't realize that they have a pet peeve.
No,
like in another person's
they don't
mind.
have like a nick. You mean
Like they don't know, like me doing the whole thing with my the OCD thing that I used to tap the table. That obviously that would like piss some people off if they saw that. But at the same time, like to them, it's just a norm. Okay, and it's like I guess it really all depends on how you are as a person. Like if you have like just certain things. Again, it's like, and some people can't even help it. Some of the pet peeves that you're annoyed by other people, they can't help.
No, they can't help. Like me, like I'm telling you, I'm fully aware that I play with my fingers. Fully aware of it. I don't know why I do it. It looks weird, but I always do it from time to time.
Yeah.
And it annoys me, but for some reason I'm not getting old. I have to start practicing, but it does look stupid. And then my sister's like, "Yo, you look like something's wrong with you." Like she's like, I'm afraid to walk out in public with you when you're doing that because people will be like, "Oh, that's that kid. He's special."
You're gonna be in Bellevue.
Jesus Christ!
He just got released from Bellevue a couple days ago.
It's not even that
backstory to make.
And then I start to argue with myself like it's not that big of a deal. It's not like I'm dancing in the middle of the street. That'd be weird.
How are you playing with your fingers though? What does it look like?
I start doing these things. It looks stupid, right? Yeah, it does look dumb.
Now, are you looking at the fingers though, or like?
No, sometimes I'm just like I'll be watching TV, and I catch myself. I notice it's when I'm like kind of. It doesn't have to be nervous, but when I'm like frustrated or something like that.
Okay.
For any sort of like extreme emotion, that's what I'm like.
But I do that too. I go like this.
Yeah,
like
but
this.
I'll just. It just looks so stupid when I do it. I have to admit, I don't blame my sister.
Does it ever look normal that anybody plays with their fingers? Exactly. So I wouldn't take it that hard, you know?
No, I got used to it. I'm like, I am the way I am. If you don't like me, kiss my balls.
Oh, God. Look.
Jesus Christ.
It is, for what I could say to sum this up, it's like, if you really are annoyed by like a pet peeve from someone, just what you got to do is just try to block it out. I like the shit with like I was saying, the shit with my brother doing that shit. I try to just block it out. I leave and I just walk out.
You have to kind of like accept the person the way they are.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's just difficult. Sometimes you're just like, why are you so weird? Why are you so stupid? But then again, like I catch myself in those moments. Like my sister will do weird stuff that kind of irritates me. And I'm like, she's not, and I stop myself. I'm like, one, she's not bothering me. She's not doing anything in spite of me. Why am I mad?
Yeah.
Like, a perfect pet peeve that I almost forgot. My sister has this tendency. I think I told you this a few times. She has this tendency. Well, she'll go to sleep.
Okay.
Let's say it's the weekend, and I'm up. I'm watching TV. She wakes up abruptly out of nowhere. And then she starts to call my name, or she'll call my mother's name, like whoever she thinks is in the living room at the moment.
Okay.
Over and over again until someone answers. It started to... Now, this is where I'm an ass. Because it started to get under my nerves where sometimes she's calling my name and I refuse to answer. She'll be like... She'll start off low. She'll be like, Ante, where are you? Ante. And I'm just sitting there quietly. And I hear her.
You're just lurking.
And she starts getting louder and louder. She's like, Ante. Ante, where are you, Ante? I'm just like, and I refuse to answer. And the entire time I'm like, I should answer. But every time I hear her voice, I'm just like, I can't stand it. And then I run into the room, and this is where I start to get annoyed. I go into the room. I'm like, what the hell's the matter with you? Go to sleep. I'm in the room. What's wrong? She'll act like nothing happened. She won't be like, I woke up, I had a night. Nothing like that. She'll walk in and she'll start asking me random questions that are completely irrelevant to the moment. She'll be like, hey, are you going to go to sleep? What are you watching on TV? I'm like, it's 2 o'clock in the morning. Why do you care what I'm watching on TV? You've been asleep for 3 hours. She always asks for water, even when she's not thirsty. There have been times where she's like, can I get a water bottle? I go get her one, and she grabs it, puts it to the side of her bed, goes to sleep. I'm like, so you literally just wanted me to get up for no reason. And it's a pet peeve of mine because I started to get really aggravated where I start to yell at her. Yeah, it's late at night. I'm like, go to bed. What is wrong with you? Are you insane?
You don't need water.
Yeah, and she's like, it's not that big of a deal. I hate it when she's so nonchalant about it because it gets under my skin even more. Like, go to bed. Next time you wake up, I'm not fucking answering. I walk out the room, and then I feel guilty because I was like, she didn't do anything.
She can't help it.
Yeah, she might have had a nightmare she wasn't aware of.
Oh my god!
But I know that the next time she does that, I'm gonna act the same way.
You're not gonna answer.
I'm not gonna change. I'm gonna keep giving her shit.
Oh my god!
Oh my god!
Oh, to sum this up, I really think that just look at a pet peeve a different way. Just if shit irritates you that much, get the fuck out of the room. I'm sorry. I mean, some people they can't help it. I mean, my mom though, when she does that shit with the TV, I'm gonna try to not get mad at her, but I know eventually I'm gonna snap like I usually do. Yeah. I shouldn't because I feel bad then.
Same thing.
But like,
you always have it in the back of your head as you're thinking about it. It's like I shouldn't do that, but once you're put into that situation, then you don't react the right way. Yeah.
Watch, I guarantee you, if she listens to this, it'll fucking start next week. Can you lower the TV? But anyway, guys, we just wanted to talk a little bit about pet peeves. Yeah. What I wanted to talk about was that, this is something that shouldn't bother people, but I guess it really does. Yeah. What are your pet peeves? What are some things that you guys get pissed off about? Please let us know. Yeah.
Anything that bothers you, write it in the comments below on our
Instagram page or on our Twitter page. All those links are going to be down in the description. On our Twitter is going to be on our Instagram, and also our link to the SoundCloud is going to be there as well. Also, where can they find you, Ante? Your personal?
Ante_glove on Instagram.
On Instagram, and you can find me at Aaron. Aaron .Busatel. You can find me on Instagram as well.
I think they can spell Aaron.
I don't know. Sometimes people spell it with one. Some people spell it with one A, or they'll call me Aaron.
Aaron.
I hate that shit.
Aaron.
But anyway, guys. Also, just to let you guys know, next week we are going to have 2 special guests coming on. They are 2 funny guys that I think that are going to give a different perspective. We're not going to tell you guys what the topic is just yet, but they have been on things such as on NBC, Adult Swim, and Sirius XM. Hope you guys enjoyed them as much as we are.
We got some celebrities on our show.
We got some comedians, some celebrities coming. Yeah. So I hope you guys will stick with us next week. Till then, I'm Aaron. I'm gonna say peace out, guys. Ante.
And I'm Ante. Have a wonderful day, guys.
Take care, guys. Peace.